Okay, testing 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Welcome to the First 365 podcast. I am your host, Ryan Kolb, and today we have Russell. Russell's my dearest brother, and Russell, I'm going to be linking his social media in the description below, as well as mine. Obviously, Russell is an absolute clout hound. Russell, say hello.
How are we doing today, folks, and Ryan?
We're doing perfect, Russ. So, guys, a couple quick housekeeping things. Just so you know, so this podcast is going to be focused around the first 365 days outside of college or entering the workforce or basically just outside of mom and dad's grip. We're going to be talking about everything from the psychology of relationships one week. Literally the next week, we're going to be talking about, doing car sales. There's so many different things and financials. There's so many different things that we can learn about that were not taught to us in school. I mean, in school we can talk about, which state the Apaches lived in, but we can't seem to figure out how to freaking balance a checkbook. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no. The school system, in lack of better term, is fucked.
That's a very good way to put it, bro.
It is, especially below college.
Right.
I mean, everything you learn about below college, in my opinion, is stupid shit that you only need to know a couple times.
Right, absolutely. So the podcast is really going to be about learning those things that you need to learn when you're outside of home and you're outside of mom and dad's grasp. And with that being said,
So you're basically living on your own.
Yes.
When you're living on your own.
Bro, yes. Will you stop? Damn.
I just want to make sure.
Okay. All right. So, again, this is my brother, guys. He's going to bring so much energy and comedy to this podcast, it's not even going to be funny.
Going to try.
Yes. So, today's topic, we're trying to lay the foundation for everything that we should be having in the future as conversations. And that's believing in yourself, guys. You need to be able to believe in yourself in order to engage in the mission, understand the mission, and believe in the mission so that you can then go and achieve it. That this is absolutely essential to everything. And in terms of the military, which is terms that I think of the best, if you don't believe in your mission, you're going to fail.
That is 100% accurate. And
it's for life. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
That is what I was going. Yep.
Absolutely. So believing in yourself, guys, there's a couple ways to do this. Number one, I mean, some people are just born as fucking units, bro. I mean, some people are just born with the balls of a freaking chimpanzee.
This is very true.
Maybe that's not an accurate description. Some people are just born with the kahunas, boy or girl. There are some unit women out there, bro. There are some women that are just animals out there. And there's also some guys that are just legends out there. You know what I'm saying?
Balls of an elephant. Balls of an elephant.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Whatever floats your boat, man.
Imagination.
Absolutely. There you go. Just let your mind run wild. So, some people are just born with it. Other people kind of have to earn it. And from time to time, you need a check on what you're really made of. Because, I mean, let's face it. In this life that we're in, it's kind of gushy. It's kind of just plush fleece blankets. And
oh dear Lord,
God.
Don't get me started on this, Ryan. Everything is covered in a fucking velvet blanket.
That's right. I love suede.
Let's make shit more realistic.
Exactly.
Suede is the same thing.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. We're not from fucking Zimbabwe here. We are recording this podcast in America, but I mean, there's other people that are much worse than us. So that's why sometimes we need a check. Maybe in the ego, maybe in the reality, and also a gut check to see what you're fucking made of. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And the example that I have is something that I actually recently just did, which was cold turkey. I rucked a marathon. And in that time, I want to say a couple of things up front real quick, right? So I haven't rucked in over a year. And rucking is the act of taking a backpack, whether it has a center strap or not, and loading weight in that pack and going on a walk with it. That's what rucking is for those of you who don't know. I did 26.2 miles. I did a marathon, and I did it cold turkey. So there's a lot behind that. There's a lot that we're going to uncover in that today. We're going to talk about what I did. This is not for me to boost my ego on the internet. This is not for that. And also, I mean,
it's to get your point across. Like
exactly.
To understand what you're made of, you need to go to the extreme sometimes.
Right. And that's exactly what we did. So without further, and Russ, just ask as many questions as you want to, because honestly,
I'll be in here. Trust me.
It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I was at the bar the night before with my boys, partying like it's 1999. Russ, you were born in 99. I know some pretty badass people that came out of 99.
Well, the only reason that people are considered badass in 1999 is because
you were born.
I was born. I mean,
That's
if you look at the statistics, no one badass comes before July 1st, 1999, which that just so happens to be my birthday.
And
you can
maybe
thank me later.
These statistics I'm gonna guess are on the University of Badassery. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, no, you got it down to a pat. Oh yeah,
that's right. On their website, guys, take a look at it. So, anyways, talking with the boys, saying, "Hey, what's impossible?" And eventually, we came to the idea of rucking with 60 pounds for a marathon.
Can we just pause here for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Where did this conversation occur?
In a bar with Liquid Courage.
And that right there is the part that worries me just the slightest amount. Well, not really worries me. It just fascinates me because no one wakes up the next morning
and
after
says, let's do this.
And says, let's pursue this idea.
Nobody agrees to a franchise when they're drunk and then actually follows through with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nobody signs a pact saying that they're going to open a TGI Friday if they're still single by 30. And
single by 30. Jesus.
I mean, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying?
So what did you do now?
So I rucked 60 miles. Not 60 miles. Jesus Christ. I rucked a marathon with 60 pounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So woke up Sunday morning, grabbed some freaking bananas, some water. That was literally it. That in my pack, and I went off. Dude, I didn't even grab boots for this. I grabbed tennis shoes, and I just did it.
You did it in tennies, bro?
Fuck yeah, man. I got about 14 blisters, but we're all good,
14 blisters. That could all be eliminated
right
with a good old pair of steel toes.
Dude, you fucking nuts. Anyways, you out of your mind.
Your
You've been the one drinking, boy.
Gone.
So, on the marathon track, right? I step off at like 9:30 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck. This is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it, and I owe it to myself to believe that I can actually accomplish this. And believe
so
that
now,
I can
why did you feel like you owed something to yourself?
I mean, dude, honestly, like, with the business that I started, schoolwork and everything, I needed to just believe in myself. I needed to believe that I was capable of doing something that I honestly didn't think was possible. And I needed to just say to myself, look, it is possible if I want it to be possible. It is going to happen if I think it is going to happen. I'm going to follow through with that, and I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get after it, and I'm going to accomplish the mission. That's it. That's it right there.
Maintain. So that was your motivation?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
Well, shit. Okay. So,
yeah.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Then.
Yeah. So I step off, and mile 1 through 3 is kind of like a joke. Like, okay, we're still in La La Land. It's kind of like the initial like honeymoon phase of a relationship. Where you're like, la-ti-da, oh my god.
Are you going to relate the whole marathon to a relationship?
I mean, dude, we definitely could, bro.
Let's do it. I agree with that. Yeah, this is going to be funny as hell. All right, let's do it. Let's get after it here.
All right, perfect. So, it's kind of like that honeymoon phase for the first like 1 to 3 miles, maybe 1 to 4. I mean, you're really just chilling there. You're just adjusting your sack, both sacks. You are adjusting, your load, your pack out, everything. Just trying to make sure everything is good, ready, and tight.
Adjusting your load. So we related a marathon.
No, adjusting your backpack. Get your mind out of the gutter, Russ.
All right.
So, anyways. Dude, this is great. So, anyways, we get to I did it myself. By the way, nobody sponsored this. Like, I literally just went out and did it. which is crazy.
No one sponsored.
No. I didn't do this I didn't like go up to my little like booth and get a tag like, okay, your number is 645. You are so important to us.
Oh,
that'd
that'd be
finish the race.
bougie as fuck if you did that.
Dude, it would be. I'd be treated like, get like
A
cups
Royal
of Gatorade and
Highness.
shit. Yeah, man.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of cups of Gatorade, did you get any drinks on your way?
Fuck no, bro. I got some water. That's it, bro. I brought water, an extra pair of socks, and bananas. I didn't get anything else on the way.
No underwear?
Nah, bro. You ain't got time to change underwear on the Little Miami bike trail.
What about shit and piss?
I mean, well, I didn't lose my bowels, so I got lucky, I guess. I lost my bowels the next day, but that's a story for later on in the podcast.
Oh, no, I don't think that's ever a story. Anyway, continue.
So, like mile 5, it really starts to suck. I'm going to be honest. You're sitting there and you're like, wow, I've still got so much left to go. I really, I don't know if I can do this, And you're sitting there like, wow, this is getting really tough. This is brutal.
Basically, mile 5
is where shit starts to get real, and you're like, okay, if we were talking about a relationship, this is where it's like, okay, we actually have issues. We need to start working them out. Yeah. So, and at this point, I am sitting in the suck, still, hopes high, and I'm like, my plan is honestly just make it to the halfway point of 13.1 miles and assess from there. Because from there, I can take a break. I can get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, and re-engage. And that's words of Jocko, by the way. I'm not stealing your quote, Jocko. So
I don't even know who that is, but it did sound
he's
incredibly badass.
Dude,
I will tell you that.
Bro, he's Navy SEAL 3 commander, former commander, Navy SEAL 3, Team 3, and his unit was the most decorated unit in Ramadi. Absolute animals. The dude has so many books on leadership. I recommend you give him a shot if you got the time for him. Dude's an absolute unit. Oh my God. Anyways.
Sounds like you're having like a sexual relationship with this guy.
Makes me moist, right?
I'm not sure I want to be sitting this close to you.
At any rate, people. So mile 5 to 8. I stopped at mile 8, and I had one of my wonderful bananas. Those were so good on the way. I'm telling you what, dude.
So all you ate all day was bananas?
That's it, bro. That was it. And at mile 8,
so that's why you came home with like 700 pounds of fucking Popeyes.
Yeah, bro. But we'll get to that later. So anyways, I made it to like mile 8. I'm sitting in Loveland, right? I started in Lebanon. I'm sitting in Loveland. And I'm like, wow, this really sucks. Dude, I'm at mile 8. There's some tough shit going on. I've got 60 pounds on my back, and I got to ruck that.
And it's only going to get harder.
Yeah, it's only going to get hard. It is literally only going to get worse from here. My knees were hurting. My hip was starting to give out, right? My right hip was starting to give out, and I was starting to topple over from the load.
At what mile?
Mile 8.
Oh.
Yeah, mile 8. Mile 8 was when I really started getting hip issues, and I could feel the blisters coming on mile 8. And I said, all right, I got to keep going. Yeah.
Ooh. You could literally feel them.
Yeah, I could feel
like growing.
Yeah, man, it was bad.
Oh.
So anyways, so we get going, right? I'm at mile 10 at this point, and I took a break. I sat down. Dude, it felt like a rat had crawled up my ass and laid like rancid eggs inside of me, bro. Like rats can't even lay eggs, bro. Like that's how bad it was. It sucked. Yeah, it was pretty damn bad.
A chicken.
Sure, why the fuck not? A chicken, yeah. Chicken crawled on my ass and laid eggs.
It's one small-ass chicken.
That's right. But anyways, bottom line, it sucked. It sucked really bad. And I sat down and I was like, I thought to myself, if we're talking about a relationship, this is kind of the point where you're like, do I do this? Do I continue going down this road?
And if you do, it starts getting real fucking serious.
It starts getting real serious. You get very involved and it gets very rough.
Yeah.
For a little bit there. And so, yeah. And I told myself, I'm like, look, I'm just going to make it to the halfway point.
You said that you would make it to the halfway point and nothing more.
Well, I mean, maybe I make it a little bit more, maybe I don't. But my goal at mile 10.5, when I was sitting on the park bench, or the fucking...
was to make it to the halfway point.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Motivate yourself to make it a little further.
Right, and that's one of the big takeaways, honestly, is in anyone who has watched Hell Week videos or whatever, all the guys just say, make it to the next meal. And that's very true because in Hell Week, they have to feed you
Make
every
yourself so.
Just give yourself a small goal and fucking get to it. Achieve the small goal and crush it. Because there's that little goal, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got your goals after that. But you've got to make it to the next step. You don't need to worry about the next 1,000 dishes that are on the rack. You only have the one in front of you that has to be cleaned.
Exactly.
You don't need to worry about all that other stuff. Just focus on the task in front of you. That's it.
Task at hand.
That's right.
That is
Focus
a
on the
great
task at hand
rule.
and get it done.
And always make yourself goals each day.
Right.
Set yourself a goal and be like, by the end of today, I will accomplish this. And if I don't, I am a complete fucking failure.
I wouldn't say that, but we'll get to that later. It's very important to maintain a positive mindset.
That's how I feel when I set
Well, it's
goals
very
and I don't
important
complete
to
them.
maintain a positive mindset because if you don't, right, then the morale goes down. You start feeling like you're gonna suck and
Well,
everything else.
the key to setting goals that help you remain in a positive mindset is to make them small. Do baby steps.
Yep.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
And then once you get to a point, you can start getting bigger and bigger with your steps. But there will be a point where you set too big of a step. And you need to be mature enough when you get to that point
Just recognize
to not
it,
be
realize
fazed
it.
by it.
Yeah, recognize it, realize it, and move
Okay,
on.
that's my limit. We're
Yeah.
cool. We can accomplish this much in this time. Mm-hmm. Let's do
Right.
it.
So and at mile 10.5, like I'm feeling like my legs are gonna fucking shatter under the weight of this pack.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't doubt you. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So anyways, we're getting going, right? And we get going I finally make it to mile 13 and at 13.1. And I sit down, I'm like, dude, this absolutely sucks right now. And I
I
realized,
can't even imagine.
I know, right? And like, I felt like I was going to lose control of my bowels. Like, I was like, oh my God. 'Cause
You're just going to shit your pants.
Yeah, basically, dude.
And you didn't bring a change of underwear.
Exactly.
Shocker.
Exactly.
You'd wipe your ass with the extra set of socks.
Right?
You ain't got an extra set of underwear.
Anyway, so yeah, and I sat down, changed my socks. If you've never rocked before in your life, oh my God, how refreshing it is to have a change of socks on hand. It's beautiful. So I changed the socks. I eat another one of my prized bananas.
Those are prized possessions at this point.
Yeah, they are. They are a hot commodity, my friend. So I take another,
Probably could have sold them shits for like
dude,
a lot.
well, I mean, that's a conversation about supply and demand, but it wasn't valuable to anybody but me. So I get down, I change my socks, take a banana, and no Motrin, no nothing. Again, I'm just sucking. Like, there's no music going on. There's no nothing, no external motivation but me. And that's how I wanted it because I wanted to be able to believe in myself and not be like, oh, I got through this because I watched a YouTube motivational video or because I listened to hard rock music or whatever, right? Like, I enjoy being in the suck at the gym. I enjoy that. I enjoy working out twice a day, getting after it, getting in the gym, and not having earphones in. Because I want to focus on that pain. I want to focus.
I must say, you are just a hair.
I am just a hair intense.
A hair of a different breed.
Yeah, but yeah. So as I'm sitting here just sucking, mile 13, and I'm like, I owe it to myself to get done with this. I owe it to myself to make it the next fucking step. So that's exactly what I did. I literally just got up, dusted off, reloaded with water and bananas. How tactical of me. Recalibrated. I said, hey, I'm going to finish this race. I owe it to myself to finish because I made it this far. I'm going to finish the race. And I re-engaged, and that was it. I went on the attack, and I did it.
Interesting. So basically, this is the point, if we're relating this to a relationship.
Oh,
where
why not?
You break up, and then you're like, okay, never mind, let's do this.
I mean, if you're one to be in unstable relationships that are toxic, for sure. That would be this point, absolutely. Or you could just be a fucking man about it and follow through with it and just be, just get it. Maybe that's not the best idea.
You never know.
Yeah, so I continue on my trek back, and my hip is absolutely fucked at this point. My knees are just toast, and my feet are beyond gone. My feet have all these blisters that I could see when I pulled off my socks and I changed them. I was like, dude, I got so many fucking blisters right now.
Did you at least pack like copper compression socks or something
Fuck
like that?
no, dude. Like I said, man, I want to experience the suck.
That's unacceptable.
So when I got back up, no shit, I ran mile 13 through 18 with the pack on.
13 ran it?
I ran that shit with the pack on because it was the only way to keep my hip in check. Because the way I was stepping, right, if my hip came to a certain angle, it would just basically like fucking blow out. Like the Hawk on horse just can blow out, right? So, and then I would topple over from the weight of the pack. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to get back up, and get going again. So I would just run. I just ran. I said, I owe it to myself to finish this race, and I did it. I ran mile 13 through 18. I said, hey, I'm going to give my hip a little bit of a break. We're going to run. We're going to work some different muscles here, and we're going to be good to go. And it's going to increase my time. We're going to be fine. And that was it. So, get back up. I'm running full speed ahead, man.
With 60 pounds.
And dude, I had this, like, I was in my mode, bro. Like,
you're crazy. You're crazy. I mean, that's
yeah,
the
bro.
only that is the only thing that makes any logical sense to me. You are crazy.
I mean, there's people that are worse than me, but yeah, I'm like, I was in my mode, bro. I was like, look, like, people probably thought I was playing like a game of Duck, Duck, Goose in my head, of like, who's gonna die next on the trail.
Goose.
But people
That
really
game was fun.
Dude, people really probably thought on that trail, like the looks they were giving me, they're like, this man is playing Duck, Duck, Goose in his head of who he's going to kill next. Like, he is running with a pack. He's running with this giant
Duck,
pack.
Duck, Goose of who he's going to kill next.
Yeah,
Jesus.
bro.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
because,
good.
I mean, like, think about it. You got this dude in 5'11 tactical khakis and tennis shoes, and he's got a dry fit,
of
long
course you
sleeve
wore
on.
your 5'11 tactical
Dude, there's no
khakis, like
other way to go about it, bro.
shorts.
No, it was too cold for that.
It was pretty chilly that day.
Yeah, it was.
That is
So
valid.
that's
Okay.
how I defend my answer.
Okay.
So I'm going, and like people are like passing me left and right. The overwhelming, like views of people were like, oh my God, he's insane. And like, he's probably like, like got some serious shit he's got to work through or something. I don't know.
He's got some problems.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And the guys that were like hardcore dudes that were like biking and shit, they were like, hey, good on you, bro. Good on you. Again, like I had no ear music
So,
so people, like I could hear people.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see
and
what you're
like
saying.
one lady, no shit, she like put her hand up over her face and she's like, "Oh my God."
Oh my God. This
was
man's crazy.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was great. She stayed on the other side of the trail and everything. She was like, "This man's like the Grim Reaper." And dude,
The Grim Reaper.
dude, like I was seriously in such a shitty state when I sat down at my halfway point. I was like, "Yo, the Grim Reaper is like, I can see him. He's across the trail. He just gotta wait for the break in the freaking traffic with the bikes. He's gonna come over here and fucking kill me." And
he
then
is
I
alive.
yeah, and then I switched my mindset and I was like, you know what? I owe it to myself to finish this race and fucking do it. And so I did. So we're running mile 13 through 18. Again, stopping Loveland again at mile like 15 or whatever it was at this point.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. And I was like, I was sucking bad. And finally, like,
How many people quit
What do you mean?
during this ruck run or whatever?
Bruh,
you
it
call
was me. It was only me. I did this by myself.
You're a dumbass.
I mean, that's entirely possible, but the point is not that. The point is for these people to just understand it's possible. So I stop at Loveland, quick potty break while I can still hold my bowels, and I get back up. Dude, I'm not kidding you. I literally could not move my knees. Like, I was trying to in every way possible, and I was like, yo, my knees are not moving. Like, I am like locked up here, standing here in front of the urinal, like locked up, cannot move. Finally, able to squat backwards, and I was just trying to move. I went back to the picnic table and I sat down. I was just trying to move my knees to keep them up and going. And I said, you know what? The longer I sit here, the more I'm gonna seize up, and it's gonna be like a bad case of being without WD-40. We're gonna have issues, So it'd be like a rusty bolt.
It's a bad day.
Yeah, bro, it's
No
a really bad
grease.
day. No
Bad
lube,
day.
no play, no lube. It's bad. So, anyways,
No lube, no fun. That's what they say.
that's what's up. So,
That's
get,
what's
get back on the trail. Get back on the trail. People, if you can read between the lines, we just gave you a very valuable lesson for life as well. So get back on the trail, right? And like, I am barely able to move my freaking legs, right? Like one foot in front of the other. I'm like huffing and puffing, like Wile E. Coyote, you know, trying to get up this little like 5-degree incline to get back on the trail. Like I am class A fucked.
And
You know.
how many miles do you have left at this point?
Probably like 10, something like that.
10.
Or 11. I don't know.
And you
exactly.
couldn't go up 5-degree incline?
Dude, yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. So,
Wow.
yeah, I know.
How? Ooh.
So I told myself, in like, hey, 50 meters, I need to be running. And like I let my legs warm up a little bit, you know, got a little bit of grease in the joints, and we're good to go.
Get the blood flowing.
Right. So I get back up and I start running again. I get to mile 18. I look on my app. I'm only at mile 18, and I feel like dog shit, dude. Like somebody, like, I felt like I got, I don't know, dude, like acid on my feet. Like it hurt so bad. So I found this park bench. I said, you know what? I'm going to run to that bench. And my run was getting slower than my walk at this point. I was like, this is no longer effective or efficient. And I was getting tears in my calves because of how much strain and stress I was putting on them when I was running. And I wasn't running full stride anymore, so I was using my calves for a lot of my propulsion of energy. And still to this day, I mean, like I feel my calves. I'm like, I probably partially ruptured or fully ruptured something below the calf muscle there. You know, like it hurts bad still today. So I got to the park bench and I was gassed in every way possible, dude. Like mentally, emotionally, physically, I was just done. I was done.
How much further?
Dude, we got like fucking 8 miles left.
And
Yeah.
you're like done at this point.
Dude, I am goose beyond fucking belief, bruh.
Goose beyond belief.
Dude, yeah, so no shit. I sat down on the park bench. I laid down on the park bench. I looked like if there was a definition of hammered shit in the dictionary, that was me, bro. I was like pale and had sunburn at the same time. I'm fucking done, bro.
Rough combination.
Yes.
Trust me, I've been
I
there.
looked
I'm
like
pale
white cotton.
and I've been sunburnt.
I know, bro. But it was like looked like white cotton candy, and I could still
White cotton candy.
dude, and I still had sunburn, and it was bad. So, anyways, I sit down on this park bench, and I rest. I'm not kidding you. I fell asleep I told myself I'm going to sleep for 2 to 5 minutes. I'm going to get back up. I'm going to meditate for like 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm going to take off. Because I knew to myself,
How long did you nap for?
I want to say it was about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Because
Oh, so
no
you
shit,
did
no shit.
nap.
Yeah, no shit. So somebody came up to me, and they were like phone in hand. They're like, "Dude, are you good? Like, are you okay?" Because I looked like I just walked off the scene.
I
And like
probably
fucking,
would do that too. Like,
bro, I'm
this
not kidding.
motherfucker's crazy.
And I looked like I just walked off the set of like Rambo 5. Like hammered shit was the definition of my face.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yikes.
So it just keeps getting better after this, man. If we're gonna talk about relationships, this is like the point where like, you know, Tiffany starts keying your car, you know, bad things happen, you almost get a bunny in the pot, you know, stuff
What a
like
bitch.
that.
Jesus.
Anyways. Russ, keep it PG in here.
Unbelievable. We can go to PG-13. Most
Yeah,
of your guests.
sure.
I mean, think about it. They're probably all over 18.
Yeah, they're good.
We're fine.
So I rested for like 5 minutes. Dude comes up with phone in hand. He's like, "Dude, are you good?" He's like, "I can call 911." I'm like, "No, like I'm okay. I'm fine. Like I just need to get up, meditate, and I'll be okay." And so like I try to move my legs, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm done." And I try to move my calves to help myself, you know, stabilize when I sit up. And I'm not kidding you. It felt like it ripped all the way at my calf. It felt like it did. I know it didn't, but it felt like it did. It was crazy.
So you had how many miles to get back?
I still had 8
your
miles to
car.
go. I still had 8 miles.
Well, to complete your
Yeah.
challenge, but how far away was your car?
That was at the end of the race, which was 8 miles.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So I
Not
mean,
good.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm sitting here. I'm pretty fucked. And I said to myself, I'm like, you know what? I owe it to myself to finish this. I need to believe in myself that I can accomplish something that, I mean, like, dude, I've made it 18 miles. There was not another
That's pretty
break.
fucking impressive. Not many people can do that.
and there was no break, dude. There was no break for the rest of it. Like, there wasn't any like, oh, I get to this like landmark and I can like chill for a bit or whatever, you know. And you know, when there's no, you know, there's like a big jump between where you are and a goal ahead of you,
where you need to be.
right? When there's that big jump like that, it's really good to recognize what's going on. You've made it so far. You have made it so far. I made it 18 miles. I had never run in my life.
There's no point. There was no point in giving up then.
Right. And I'd never made it more than like a 10-mile race in my life. I'd never run more than 10 consecutive miles. And I made it to mile 18, bro. 18.
With 60 pounds.
Yeah.
Whew,
Yeah, and again, like, I didn't believe I could do this
baby.
shit. And here I am. No, it really is. And that's what I'm doing. I'm here doing that shit. So I get up, again, dust off, reload, you know the fucking lingo. And I'm like, you know what? I got to get this done. I'm going to do it. So I did it. Got up and, re-stretched the legs, got them up and going, and I felt so shitty, man. So shitty. And I said, you know what? I'm going to walk the rest of the way. And I got up. 5 steps after I got up, I toppled over because my fucking hip wasn't working again.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, oh, shit, yeah, I forget I was, using the running as a crutch for my hip. So no shit. Got up again, hobbled the last 8 miles.
Oh, my.
Hobbled the last motherfucking 8 miles back to the car, bro. I don't even know where this fits into a relationship, bro. Like, you're just like trying to make it through the end, before you get the divorce. I don't know. This is like, oh yeah, that's my ex-wife now.
This is not even relatable to a relationship. This is
so far into one, you just need to get out.
Yeah, this is hardcore.
If you stay in after something like this, I mean, like, that's like a fish not knowing it's in water. You just gotta go.
You're fucked.
Yeah, you fucked. You big fucked. Yeah. This is like when you would go to jail. But anyways, so I, hobbled the last 8 miles.
Just to complete your goal.
Literally just to complete the goal. That was it.
Wow.
I didn't fucking sit down. I didn't, take I could have easily called somebody and said, hey, like, pick me up at this intersection, because you go by a lot of those.
Oh,
you go by a lot of those
especially
roadways.
being you were around this area, so you know.
I mean, I could have easily got somebody to come pick me up, but dude, I'm 18 in. I got 26 total. I got fucking 8 miles left. I can do this. I mean, even though like my feet and everything were just fucking hammered, my knees were done. I'm pretty sure
You wanted to do it. You really wanted to do that.
That's it. It's just want really at that point. It is just want.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. And that's what, the listeners, if you want something and you want to accomplish it, positive energy.
Anything's possible.
Exactly.
I mean, this story, sure, we've rambled on about it, whatever, but in a nutshell, the whole moral of the story is that the minute you truly set your mind to something and truly tell yourself in your head, I want to complete that, you're going to complete it. Right.
Right.
You gotta.
Right. No, you're totally right, Ross. So, no shit, hobbled the last 8 miles back to the car. I couldn't believe I did it. And, it's getting dark at this point because I had taken the breaks. I think it was like a total of like 8 hours and 8.5 hours of rucking or whatever. Right. And I got back to the car, and like the personal satisfaction and the amount of, like self accomplishment that somebody gets from that.
Oh, you had to feel like
dude,
you were on top of the world.
Yeah.
Even though you were halfway dead.
Yeah. No, I was like, dude, like, no kidding.
You were full dead.
I was below the dead guys, bro. I mean, like, we'll say,
below the dead guys.
Like, there's like level 1 through 10 of energy, and the dead guys are like -5. I was like -8, bro. Like 6 feet underground. I was like 10 feet underground.
Damn.
No, like, it was so bad. And so my next goal was like, I was like Tony Stark in Iron Man. When he comes back, he's like, 2 things. I want a fucking press conference and American cheeseburger. And that was it. I was like, all right.
So you got yourself some Popeyes.
I did a press conference on my fucking Snapchat, the thousandaire philanthropist that I am. and so anyways, I had the heart to do it. So I did it, and I got me some Popeyes. And I calculated the calories. I was like, look, this might suffice like half of my calories that I burned on this trek. And so I got
Not to mention, I ended up eating half the Popeyes.
Yeah. We'll say that.
Without doing half the shit that you went through that day.
that was the perfect part of it.
And I didn't even have to pay a dime.
That's right. So, I get home, I try to eat. The fallout of this, honestly, was worse than, it was about
doing it.
Yeah, it was about as bad as it, because that night,
I can't imagine.
You helped me to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I had brown urine. I could not hold my bowels. And I soaked in an Epsom salt bath with like twice the amount of salt that they recommended. And I just soaked in the Epsom salt bath for like a half hour. Got in, got a shower.
That can't be good for your wiener, dude.
I mean, I'm not really too worried about that thing right now. Like, it's going to work regardless. I'm 24 years old. I got testosterone of like 880 right now. I'm good. I think I'll be
I don't
okay.
know how you know your level, but...
Because I'm a health freak, dude. I get that shit checked. I said I work out twice a day, bro. I've got my shit in check, relatively. And then I just had to believe in myself.
Your doctor definitely needs to approve you before doing some shit like this.
Yeah.
Because if
disclaimer
not,
for
the
fucking
results
YouTube.
might not be good.
Yeah, disclaimer for YouTube. Don't fucking sue us. Consult your doctor. There you go. So I'm pretty sure it's in
Perfect.
YouTube's fucking terms of privacy right there, policy, whatever the fuck it is. So anyways.
We don't know.
Yeah, so couldn't hold my bowels. Soaked in this Epsom salt bath. Got a shower. Woke up the next day. That fucking night. The whole night, basically, I mean, I was getting up like every hour to try to adjust my legs and adjust myself, because I didn't want to bind up. Like, you don't have WD-40 and you got a wrench that's just like not working, like on a rusty bolt. So
You mean you have a wrench that's working without WD-40?
Right. I wanted to be able to move and stretch my legs so I wouldn't get them bound up when I got up in the next day.
Yeah,
so next day I got up.
Shits.
Yeah, I need to grease them bitches like a fucking Z joint. So I got up every hour.
It's a U joint, by the way.
What? Shut the fuck up. So, anyways, I got up the next day, and no shit, I lost my bowels on the way to the bathroom again.
You shit your pants.
Yes, on the way to the bathroom.
Where are these pants located in the house?
They've already been washed.
Yeah, how many times?
Twice.
Okay, so they're probably okay.
Yeah, they should be
for you to
safe.
wear. They're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't sleeping.
That's why you don't steer my motherfucking shit, out of my closet. You gotta be careful,
I don't
I might have
steal
shot them
anything out
bitches.
of your closet.
Yeah, 'cause
for
you're
that
6'2".
exact reason.
Yeah, because you're 6'2" and I'm like 5'8".
Yeah, you're a short little fucker.
Yeah, I am. I'm like little like Oompa Loompa running around, The same energy, you know what I'm saying? So I lost my bowels on the way to the bathroom, and slowly after that, honestly, it got better. The urine started turning a different color. It was just like really like dehydrated, and I was like, okay, like this is doable now. Like I can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel. And the whole goal of sharing that story was be very real and aware of the possible health implications.
Oh yeah.
And then B, you can do anything you set your fucking mind to. You just have to believe in yourself. That's it. That's literally it. So once you believe in yourself and you believe that you can accomplish anything, you just get on it. That's it. That wraps up today's podcast, guys. Just get out there. I really recommend that people do something to, stress their body under proper medical supervision and just push themselves to the limits, as, maybe once a month, maybe once a week, whatever you really want to do just to get outside of your comfort zone and get ready. Because honestly, dude, if you think about it, life tryouts are tomorrow.
Oh, every day.
So what the fuck are you doing today to get ready for those
tomorrow.
life tryouts? Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you need to engage.
Oh yeah.
You need to engage.
Every
You have a
day
target.
You need to engage.
Exactly. And that's the mission, bro. That's the mission, is getting ready for life tryouts. So what are you doing to get ready? You need to be doing these. You need to do something that's going to get you out of your comfort zone. You need to be able to believe in yourself. You need to be able to accomplish a task, and that's it. So yeah, that wraps up today's podcast, guys. Russell, you are a fucking stellar.
I try to be a great operator in every situation given to me.
Smooth operator.
I don't think that's a song.
Is it? Maybe it's not. Who knows? Who the fuck cares?
It was
honestly?
a great tone.
That's right. Right.
It was a great tone. I do respect it.
So, guys, yeah, share this with whoever you feel is the audience for it. We're just trying to get a message out there. The goal here is not to get 1,000 sponsorships and this and that and the other and whatever else. The goal here...
And we definitely don't want you to die.
Exactly. God, Russ, you messed up my lingo. The goal here is not to get 1,000 sponsorships. The goal here is not to become a millionaire. There's other ways to do that. The goal here is to spread a message and prepare people for that time that you get out of mom and dad's grasp.
Do your best.
And to be ready for it. Absolutely. Any closing thoughts or any special information, Russ?
Do your best every day, like I said.
All right. With that, we end it.